I listen to your show every single day.
Breakfast Club?
God damn it, the Breakfast Club.
Put that ass up on the Breakfast Club.
Made it! You can't say Breakfast Club without the Breakfast Club.
You're like this rare air.
You got platforms and partners all over the place because your demand is so high. People want to be in business with the Breakfast Club.
I don't think white people know how popular you guys are.
DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God.
Yeah, you guys really are like the hip hop early morning, late night talk show.
Yeah, I know what y'all talking about.
Good morning, USA. Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump day. Good morning.
That's right. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. Good morning. How you feeling, Jess?
I feel so good.
Got your dope sweatsuit on?
Yes, I do.
Comfortable?
Yep, definitely comfortable. Even though I'm still tired from yesterday. American Dream Mall is so huge.
Big.
It is so big,
Yes.
yo. And I went up there before, but I took Ash to the water park with a couple of his friends like 2 years ago. And I never actually got to go through the mall. But they got everything in there.
Everything.
Almost went broke.
She
Crazy.
said almost went broke.
Yes.
I saw you balling in Babies R Us.
Yeah, I know, right? Balling and Babies R Us, then balling for the teenager. Well, soon to be teenager. We did the Nickelodeon theme park, right? And that was so great. But listen, when I walked in there and I seen Nickelodeon real big, it took me back to the documentary. I was like, oh my God. Yo, I was so mad, but he wanted to go there and I can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. But it was so fun. Shout out to Miss Keisha.
Keisha, I tell you, she's the bomb.
I appreciate
She's dope. Keisha's
you.
really dope.
I'm talking about you the whole night. I'm like, listen, please. but everybody just love you. So that's what's up.
I love
really
that place.
appreciate that.
Salute to the American Dream Mall. If you ever get a chance, if you ever come to New York, it's an attraction. If you got kids, if you're staying in the city or whatever, it's a mall where they have, like Jess said, everything.
Yep.
From high end to regular to cheaper stores to candy stores. I think they have Toys R Us in there, right? They have a Toys R Us,
Babies R Us. And I thought they were all shut down. I think that's the first time I've seen a Babies R Us and a Toys R Us in like 5 years.
That's right.
We have none in Baltimore, none in Pennsylvania. It's like none of them anywhere. So, yeah.
They have an amusement park in the mall, water park,
two of
skiing.
them. Yes, skiing. We ate at Yard House. It was just amazing. So that's not something that you can vacation there. That's not something that you can do in one day.
No, you can't.
I swear,
No, you
just
can't.
book you a nice hotel and go.
Yeah. Had a good time.
Yeah.
So salute to the American Dream and my people over there. I got a family member that works there too, I think. He still works there. Yeah. Shout out to Maul and Maul Jamal. What's up? All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Today on the show, we have Maverick Carter and Paul Rivera joining us. They're from The Shop.
They from The Shop.
Previously on HBO, now it's on YouTube.
Not just The Shop. You know, they got their production company, Spring Hill. You know, like they have... Put it like this: they have set up Life After Basketball for LeBron James quite well.
That's right.
You know, they've been crew for a couple of decades.
That's
now.
right. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. We're going to kick it with them in a little bit. And then we got Teslin Figueroa. She'll be joining us next. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news.
Somebody won the lottery last night for real? You sent that in the group chat.
I did.
See, I don't like when you say that. I don't like when people say New Jersey because it ain't the New Jersey we know. I know it's like probably South Jersey, probably out there where all the woods at, all the country at, where you can buy acres of land. Where was it at in Jersey?
They didn't say as yet. They just said somebody won $1.13 billion.
Lord,
so I had to put it out there to see what y'all were going to say. Like, it'd be like, I'm going to be a little late today, or
Don't nobody act like that when they win the lottery. Shoot. I wouldn't know because I ain't never won.
You don't even know. You never win.
I be winning $4, $8 here and there. But
I won $8 last week.
You would act regular, right? Because you wouldn't want to rake back of that ticket first.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Figure out where you go to cash that
But you got to
money.
talk to the accountant, right? Because you got to figure out how to, because you got to bust it down, right?
No, it don't even matter after that
Okay,
point.
I'm changing my number.
Yeah,
You had to to his father. I'm making real brand new.
And I think you can remain anonymous in New Jersey. Right?
But I'm definitely getting one of them Jamaican masks, Jamaica with the long dreads, and I'm going to pick up my money, bro.
Well, just so you know, the winning numbers were 7, 11, 22, 29, and 38. So I probably would pick two of those numbers, 7 and 11. I don't know about the others. But
Yeah, I do quick pick. I don't do the number thing anymore. I just give me.
You can remain anonymous in New Jersey.
You can? Oh, yes. You never going to know. Never, ever gonna know. Damn. All right. Well, let's talk about the what's going on in Baltimore. Very sad.
Yeah, so it's the latest about the massive container ship that we know collided into the Francis Scott Key Bridge. There was a press conference yesterday. It went from now no longer a search to now just recovery. Take a listen.
The FBI using robotic cameras underwater to search for 6 construction workers who were on the bridge. They are now presumed dead by their employer. 2 survivors were pulled from the chilly water this morning. 24 members of the NTSB are on the site leading the investigation. They want to examine the voyage data recorder.
It will be critical. It's a critical piece of our investigation, which is why we have a recorders team here.
Authorities say the Singapore-flagged vessel was headed from Baltimore to Sri Lanka, going 9 miles per hour. None of the crew was hurt. Today, President Joe Biden said the federal government will, quote, move heaven and earth to reopen the port and pay for the rebuilding.
I told them we're going to send all the federal resources they need as we respond to this emergency. And I mean all the federal resources. And we're going to rebuild that port together.
Now, you remember yesterday, Envy, you were talking about, the ship and, how big it was. It was as long as the Empire State Building.
Wow.
So I thought that was interesting. So when you're talking about going 9 miles per hour, it wasn't like it's just something that could just stop, just instantly, I guess, once it got too close. I do want you to take a listen to Governor Wes Moore and what he had to say about the economic impact that this has caused. Take a listen to him.
This represents so much of the economic vitality of not just the area and not even just the city, but of the state. I mean, this area is responsible for about over $191 million of economic activity a day. It's responsible for about 8,000 jobs. And so to look at a skyline that doesn't even look familiar, that Key Bridge has been there ever since I've been born. And so this is surreal. Looking up and not seeing it there anymore. But it has significant economic impacts, and that's why our commitment to rebuild it, our commitment to work in partnership with the federal government and our local partners to make it stronger than ever, that is my resolve, and we are going to make it happen.
Man, salute to my guy Wes Moore. If we still have a democracy after this year, that man is absolutely going to be one of those people we look at as a presidential candidate. But I just don't understand how something like this happens. And I don't. Did you see the video and how easily it looks like the bridge collapsed?
Yeah, just like fell apart.
Yeah, but
they said.
I was going to say, I also wonder, they talk about the people that were doing construction on the bridge, but what about the people that were actually in their cars?
Right.
Because you always see those devices. I don't know if you watch TV late at night. They have those devices where you could crack the window and jump out just in case your car goes underwater.
No, they said the cops stopped traffic just seconds before the ship hit the Baltimore spans. That's why they saved so many lives.
Really?
That's on the front page of the New York Post this morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so it also, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but they zoomed in to show the last car that went over the bridge right before it collapsed. That just made my anxiety. Like, imagine being that last car and going back and thinking, like, it could have been you. I mean, it was just really, really profound. And so those were the construction workers that all 8 of those individuals, 2 were rescued, 6 are presumed dead. And again, because it was 1:30 in the morning, there wasn't a lot of traffic that was at the bridge on that time. There's a lot of conspiracy theories on this, guys, too, as well. And people just kind of need to relax and just wait on the information, to come in as they continue to do that investigation.
Yeah, it said thanks to those cops' efforts, no drivers are thought to be dead after the ship struck.
Okay, so no cars fell in, no.
That's what it says. It says cops stopped traffic just seconds before the ship.
So they knew it was
hitting
because I guess the power went out, so they knew it was about to hit the bridge.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I don't want.
I mean, maybe they did. I mean, I don't know. I haven't read.
Because why else would they stop the traffic?
Because I actually heard that too. The power went out, and you can see that it went. The power went out on the ship.
On the ship,
yes, both of y'all right.
Could see that.
Well, that's what it says.
Did go out on the ship, but I don't.
No, that's true. It says that in the New York Post, it says after the cargo ship Dally said it had lost steering early yesterday morning, officers blocked entrances to Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
I think some people are taking that and twisting that Charlamagne and Envy guys into another story as well. So
I don't know nothing about that. I'm just reporting what's in the New York Post.
That's about that.
It's on the front page of the New York Post this morning.
Okay.
Because it makes me want to get that. There's 2 things that I always see on the news or late night. Is one is the seatbelt cutter that they have that you can slice your seatbelt, and then one that cracks your window if you ever have a problem or your car falls in water or something.
Yeah.
Those 2 things so that you can get out. But thank God the police stopped that bridge.
Absolutely.
And that's front page news. We'll stop the cars on the bridge. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. 800-585-1051. And Tess, we'll see you next hour. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Nardo from the Midwest.
Nardo.
Peace, King.
What up? Get it off your chest.
What's up, Charlotte? What's up, DJ Envy?
Good morning.
Top of the morning, Jess.
First of all, good morning. Hey, boo. He said top of the morning. He just paused a little bit.
For sure. Hey, two things real quick. Jess, I had seen a clip a while ago. I don't necessarily know how old it was, but you was talking about a certain time where you had went through something, where you had posted Jess With The Mess, and you had spoke on Chadwick Boseman before his death, and you had explained that you after the fact you had almost stopped doing comedy. And with everything going on with Women's Month, I just wanted to commend you for sticking to your craft. And we all make mistakes, and I just wanted to give a big salute to you for that.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Thank you. That was a very trying time, but I appreciate you.
For sure. Secondly, on a lighter note, I know y'all got a bunch of different intros, but it's funny to me, given everything that's going on, having Diddy on the intro saying it's time to wake up and get something is crazy.
Jesus.
It's time to wake up and get some is wild. You know what else is crazy? If you watch Breakfast Club interviews, especially in the new studio, Diddy is always behind the artist. Because he's on the wall in the mural. Look, every time you look at the video, he's on the wall right behind the artist.
Scanned him half to death.
For sure.
Jesus.
For sure. Well, that's my piece. I just wanted to share that with y'all, but I thank y'all for everything y'all do. Y'all have a great morning.
You too.
Damn, man. Wake up and take something. What'd he say?
I don't know.
I didn't know Diddy was on the intro.
It's time to wake up and get some. Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name, brother?
Hey, this is Orlando.
Orlando, what up? Get it off your chest, bro.
Yeah. Just wanted to say I want to thank God because yesterday I was on that bridge. I was coming across it about 1 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Wow.
And the funny thing about, not the funny, but everybody in my family, all my friends drivers, they already know that I don't drive at night. But that particular day, I had a lot on my mind, so I got up. And I said, man, I'm just going to go ahead and get this load off so I can go ahead and get back down to Charlotte. Wow. Oh, and I came across about 1 o'clock. Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
1 o'clock in the morning, so you just missed it, my brother. I think they said it happened at 1:30.
1:30.
Yeah. I saw it. You can see the ship coming, but it was still, kind of a little ways off.
Now, let me ask you a question. When you go over those bridges, are you looking at those ships and everything like that, or is it one of those things you just flown because you think that is everything is good?
Well, no, I really don't pay it because the bridge is so big. So you see stuff come through there all the time, and I got anxiety. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, as a truck driver, you ain't supposed to be in the right lane. You're supposed to be in the right lane, but I stay in the left lane.
Right.
Until I get over, and then once I get down, then I get back over. But it's so big that you don't even pay attention.
Wow. Well, God bless you, my brother.
But when they say that thing, there was vehicles up there. So if you look at it, it was another truck and a few cars that was going, and them cars went down. I don't know what they saying that it was no cars, but there were cars up there when that bridge went.
Okay. Well, God bless you, brother. I'm glad you're all right.
Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day.
Be safe on the road.
Oh, man, boy. Lord have mercy. God bless all those people, man.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, peace and blessings, guys. How you guys feeling this morning, man?
Sean Storm. What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Good, man. Let me say good morning to Envy, Charlamagne, and also the Queen on the radio, Jess Hilarious. What's up, beautiful?
Good morning, babe.
Hey, Jess.
Yes.
They bought some tickets to come to your show this Friday. But guess what? I can't get to come to the show because I had to go to Florida to do my baby shower.
Oh man. Well, congratulations on the baby.
Yeah, I appreciate that. One of the promoters was trying to tell me to sell the ticket, but I'm going to keep the ticket as a souvenir.
Yeah.
And try to see if you can sign it for me, you know what I mean?
Okay, I got you. Trust me, and I'll be back.
And also I got my 9-year-old son with me right now. We're on vacation, and he wanted to say hello on the radio. Go, Chase.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
Peace and blessings, baby.
That's Charlamagne, Jess Hilarious. You remember DJ Envy, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Family picture with him?
Yeah.
All right,
want to give any shout-out to any friends?
Yeah, I'll give a shout-out to one of my friends in New Jersey, Kirk.
What about Natalie?
Yeah, I'll give a shout-out to Natalie.
I just want to tell you guys.
He shout out his homie. What about Natalie?
Yeah, because, he wrote a song about Natalie, too, Envy. You know what I mean? Natalie is one of his little friends, but she's a female. And
I would hope so. Right. With a name like Natalie.
My homeboy Natalie.
Yeah, my homeboy Natalie. Like,
Sean Stone, thank you for checking in, brother. Hello, who's this?
Hey, Envy, it's me, Symantha.
Hey, good morning. How you feeling this morning?
I'm good. I wanted to know if I could say like 3 things. I've been waiting for this forever.
What's up? Go ahead.
All right. So first, I want to say that I've been listening to you guys since I was 15 years old in high school, and I'm 24 years old now.
Lord have mercy.
And I'm so nervous. I know. So one thing I do remember, you guys back in the day, I wanted to know if you guys could bring back the decision.
Nope.
The way I used to be crying in class. All right, but they don't got to be in person. Just have them call.
You know why we had to stop the
That would
decision?
be so.
You remember they got into a fight in the studio?
I know, but that's why you don't got to bring them in person. Just have them call. The fighting and all of that used to be hilarious in listening to them.
Nope.
Oh, my God.
Too much of a liability. I'm not stopping the fights anymore.
Yeah, especially in 2024.
Yeah.
Maybe we can think of another way for people to fight.
Calling?
I don't know. We think of another way for people to fight. A more peaceful way for them to fight.
Yeah, like you said, on the phone. Maybe on the phone. Maybe that's something we look into. Because you do it over the phone.
Right.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Okay, and the one last thing I want to say is that I want to acknowledge the Islamic holy month of Ramadan. You guys didn't mention it, but it started since March 10th and it ends April 10th. And it's basically a month that all Muslims around the world use to observe the month and to fast. It basically commemorates the angel Gabriel, showcasing the Quran to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay?
Yes,
so I want to say happy Ramadan to all my Muslims.
I feel a little disrespected that you think we don't know what Ramadan is, but maybe you're just explaining that to the people who don't know.
Well, she is, because she said we didn't
Yes,
mention it.
I am, yeah.
She said, no, I am.
Nah, because you guys didn't say nothing since it started.
Well,
but when it comes to like Easter and all of that, you guys say and make a big deal. But you know,
No, we don't. I don't acknowledge no Easter. I don't care about no rabbit laying eggs. That don't even make no sense.
That's not even what it represents, yo.
Assalamu alaikum, though.
All right, salam alaikum. All right, and congratulations, Jess. I'm happy for you. Okay.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
Don't be letting these celebrities talk all over you when they come in person. All right. You
All
gotta
right.
stand your ground.
Yes, ma'am. I'm be so scared, but
Speak
thank
your
you
mind.
so much. Thank you.
Thank you, man. How you turn from Muslim to Jamaican in 3 seconds?
She could be a Jamaican Muslim.
Assalamu alaikum, man.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got Jess with the mess.
Yes, Diddy sold Revolt to an anonymous buyer. Would you stay anonymous too if you're the one buying it?
Actually, well, I heard they put out who it was.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they said it was anonymous, but then I said, maybe somebody just told me that. No, I saw it yesterday.
Oh, okay. But would you stay anonymous if you was the one to buy that?
It wouldn't matter.
No, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
If he's not black, then I would be anonymous.
No, he black.
Oh, he black? Oh,
He
he black.
is. Oh, okay. Oh, you got all the fakes. Charlamagne with the mess. Yeah, he black, and somebody told you yesterday. Okay.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
And that's what it is.
All right, morning everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the mess.
The news is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shifter.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
All right, y'all. I need to come up with my own newspaper, so we got to put that in the works. All right.
The mess.
Yes, the mess. Okay? Worldwide. Okay, so more news on Diddy. Diddy sells off Revolt shares. Now, if you remember, Diddy stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt back in November. Now it's being reported that he sold off his shares in the company. The buyer wishes to remain anonymous for now, but sources confirm that Revolt is still a black-owned company. It's rumored to be Richard Lou Dennis. Now, that's the same guy who owned Shea Moisture, and he bought Essence and all that, so he got money, right?
I think he has the biggest car collection on the East Coast. Amazing car collection.
You would only know that. Only you.
I'm sorry.
The buyer plans to reveal their identity in a few weeks, but I just told y'all, so that's an exclusive. Boom. But you said you saw it on Instagram, didn't you?
I feel like I saw that pop up last night on the gram, but I mean it's Instagram, so I mean I wouldn't get my sources from Instagram.
Yeah, you get your sources from me right here.
That's right, the Jess with the mess.
Thank you.
Because it's real, allegedly.
Exactly. Now, sources didn't reveal how much Diddy sold his shares for, but I think we're going to know in the future. Now, moving on to his alleged drug mule, who was arrested yesterday in Miami when the FBI intercepted Diddy's private jet. His name is Brendan Paul. He's 25 years old. He was arrested on 2 charges. 1 count of possession of suspected cocaine. 1 count of possession of suspected marijuana candy. So edibles. What?
He had edibles.
Yeah, he had edibles, right?
I hate how they did that.
I know. It's like, what? He was arrested on having candy. Well, Jesus, don't pull my little sister over.
What's also crazy is that the alleged drug mule is allegedly alleging that Diddy used to put the drugs in the drug mule's ass himself, which is crazy. But I don't
That's crazy that you wanted to intercept
I didn't read that part.
Story to put that one little ass part in there. He was booked, but already been bailed out of jail. This isn't the first time Paul's name came up. Now, a couple weeks ago, I reported, the producer Lil Rod's court documents, and he said that Paul was Diddy's confidant and usually had a gun. All right. He also claimed that Paul acquires and distributes guns and drugs for Diddy and negotiates the fees sex workers receive while working for Diddy. Now, moving on, his picture was released yesterday too. Little shrimpy white kid or whatever, used to play basketball. Not no more. Lil Rod changed his filing against Cuba Gooding Jr. Lil Rod made changes to his original lawsuit a few weeks ago. I also reported that Lil Rod filed a civil complaint against Diddy that included Cuba Gooding Jr., but now he changed his filing to officially list Cuba Gooding Jr. as a defendant. He alleged that Diddy was grooming him to pass him off to his friends, and one of the friends was Cuba Gooding Jr. He also said Cuba Gooding Jr. was rubbing and groping on his thigh and groin, and we also have a picture of that as well that was on the internet. But it didn't look like he was groping his thigh without Lil Rod saying, oh yeah, that's cool, because they both was smiling. It was just that Cuba was looking in his eyes, allegedly.
There's a picture?
Yeah, it was a picture. They was in a little red room, you know what I'm saying? And his hand was on his leg, and Lil Rod was looking like, okay, is this what we giving? That's what I got from the photo, but that's all allegedly, okay? Moving a little bit further, Diddy's lawyer had statements about the raid yesterday. He said that was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities. I hate the way lawyers talk, or the way his children and employees were treated. Well, if his kids got something to do with it, then they're going to be treated like they was treated. You know what I'm saying?
And I can't remember, but when Harvey Weinstein was going through the same thing, I don't remember them raiding his crib like that. I don't remember them pulling up on guns and military and helicopters and boats. I don't remember all that and the super big long rifles and pistols. I don't remember that for him when they arrested him. I just thought that was just a lot of power.
I'm not here to compare anything. I'm not even gonna do the whataboutism, but I don't like any of this. Like, if this stuff is true, then as you can see, Diddy will be held accountable. But to sit around and act like I enjoy hearing any of this, I don't. So when you hear Jess with the Mess talking about these stories and it sounds like I don't want to talk about it, it's because I don't like seeing people's legacies destroyed, especially if we find out it's self-inflicted. It makes me think about all types of things. Why can't people get out their way? Why do we always self-destruct? Why can't people just appreciate the blessings God gives them and do right by people? If y'all take pleasure in watching people crumble, God bless you. I don't.
No, not me neither. But the sad thing is, if he's found innocent, his world is destroyed. Like he hasn't been charged. He hasn't been arrested. All we heard is these civil cases, which is the crazy part. But these civil cases are, regardless if he's found innocent or guilty. If he's found innocent, his life is destroyed.
But that's the thing. Although he wasn't the focus of the raid and the investigation at that time, they had reason to come there for that. And his kids were in cuffs. They just ain't gonna do that for only a show. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, we can't, like, ignore the fact that they were there for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about the situation. If Diddy did it, he should be held accountable. You know, the people he did it to should find justice. I'm just telling you, I don't like seeing it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like you to act like you're just all in on get him. I don't like that.
And then to be chanting like in the comments, oh, who's next? Who may be
that's
next?
So whack,
you know, that is the
so
worst.
Whack. That is so whack. Why do you even wish that on somebody?
Yeah.
Why would you even want somebody to be next? Forget the person. Why would you want it to be more victims?
Not for nothing. If anybody did any crime where it was sexually charged or sexually abused, I want to see them get justice.
Man, any crime, period.
Yeah, I want to see them.
If you did some foul stuff, you should be held accountable for it. I'm just simply telling y'all, I don't like seeing people's legacies destroyed, especially when it's self-inflicted. Like that's why the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says, when you see great people fall, don't laugh, learn. Absolutely. Learn, because what causes that? It makes me think of all types of things. Why can't we just get out of our own way? You know what I'm saying? Why do we always be the ones that self-destruct? Like,
if that's the case, we're here.
If that's the case. So
right.
if you see me and I look like I don't want to talk about it, that's the reason why. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it was Diddy or whoever. I don't like to see, these great legacies fall.
I just hate the fact that people judge before we get the facts. Like, people make assumptions and don't know what's going on, and they make their own. Like even with Diddy, he's running, he's here, and no, he wasn't.
But that's because the memes be funny.
See,
nobody cares about. But that's the truth. Nobody cares about the truth and the lies more entertaining. This stuff is entertaining.
Yeah, it ain't entertaining.
These content creators don't get their stuff off.
To Diddy if he's innocent.
It ain't entertaining to Diddy. It's not entertaining to alleged victims.
His family. It's not entertaining to his victims. Like
alleged victims.
Funny. Yeah.
Alleged victims or victims. It's not funny to anyone, and that's just with the mess for the first hour.
All right.
That's it. Why you sitting there looking stupid, crazy?
The memes are funny though. You can't sit there and act like the memes aren't funny.
Some of them are.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of mixed emotions,
right,
when you hear these situations.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figueroa will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What up, Tiz?
What's going on, DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy, Jess Hilarious.
Hey, Tiz.
Peace, Ted.
All right, well, let's jump right back into it. Let's talk Supreme Court.
Yeah, so demonstrators rallied at the Supreme Court over major abortion pill case. Take a listen.
Protests made clear the controversy. But inside the court, there appeared to be agreement, with a majority of justices on both sides of the ideological aisle highly skeptical of arguments to restrict use of the so-called abortion pill. A key question: why should courts be second-guessing scientific decisions by the FDA on how a drug is prescribed?
Do you have concerns about judges parsing medical and scientific studies?
At issue in the case, the drug mifepristone, used with another drug in nearly 2/3 of abortions. A group of anti-abortion doctors argue the FDA wrongly expanded access to the pill in 2016, when it extended the window women can take it from 7 to 10 weeks, and during the pandemic in 2021, said an in-person doctor's visit was not needed, allowing mail-order pharmacies to ship the drug nationwide.
Okay, so to bottom line is just to make it really simple. Again, as you just heard, some anti-abortion doctors filed a lawsuit saying that, this is not safe. They believe that the patient should be required to see a doctor at least 3 times to avoid life-threatening conditions before being prescribed this pill. And what the Supreme Court is saying, which quite shocking, folks, the conservative and the liberal Supreme Court justices are both saying, basically to sum it up, we can't, if the FDA said it was safe, we can't, go against that. It's not our job, basically, to determine with the FDA. They are responsible to look at drug safety. So more than likely, this medication will still be available. We won't know until June, but that's pretty much the summation of it. And you saw a lot of demonstrators yesterday at the Supreme Court demonstrating a probe to make sure this drug stayed available.
All right, well, now let's jump into more Donald Trump.
Yeah, so A New York judge issued the gag order on Trump in the hush money trial, blasting him, saying that he was threatening, inflammatory, and wanted to make sure he had a gag order so that he's not talking about folks while this criminal trial moves forward. So Judge Juan Merchant said that Trump can't make statements about attorneys, court staff, or family members of prosecutors or lawyers intended to interfere with the case. He's also barred from making statements about any potential or actual juror. He said that Trump making these statements, obviously is causing problems, but he did say that he can make statements about New York attorney Alvin Bragg, who is a public figure, and he's saying he can talk about the judge himself, but just make sure he stays away, from witnesses and jurors and so forth. And in other news, if you need a Bible, if anybody in the building needs a Bible, he is selling it for the low $59.99. Take a listen.
And just today, the ex-president introduced a new product, the God Bless the USA Bible, named for country singer Lee Greenwood's classic tune. For just $59.99 plus tax and shipping, you can own an easy-to-read, large print copy.
All Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's a lot of people's favorite book. This Bible is a reminder that the biggest thing we have to bring back America and to make America great again is our religion. Religion is so important. It's so missing, but it's going to come back, and it's going to come back strong, just like our country is going to come back strong. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again.
I want to read it. Right. I want to know what's in it. I want to know if he updated it, especially Leviticus 18:22. I definitely want to know. I want to see what that scripture is like right now. If you don't know what that scripture is, look it up.
Yeah, but I guess anybody can just sell a Bible, because I guess there's no royalty to publishing to go. It doesn't go back to the Bible, but you can just print your own Bible.
Yeah. Yeah, there's many versions of the Bible, but people that rebrand it. So it's a cover. It's a nice. It looks like a leather cover. It has
the LeBron James version. You got
you do
got
not.
A bunch of different.
It's King James.
Okay, and
oh my
God. Okay.
So this is an opportunity for him to pay those legal bills. So they got the sneakers, and now they got the Bible. For the low $59.99. You too can have a Bible.
That gag order is a waste of time, though. I mean, Trump wipes his ass with gag orders. Nobody has shut Trump up ever. I mean, it's a good attempt to do it, but it's not going to happen.
This man say, I'm going to win. I don't care. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get this money. This man selling Bibles. Make America pray again. What?
All right. Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Tez.
Absolutely.
And make sure you follow at Tesla Figueroa on all social media platforms, and subscribe to the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, hosted by Tesla Figueroa.
All right. And when we come back, Maverick Carter and Paul Rivera will be joining us. Of course, they're from The Shop. Season 7 is out right now. We're going to kick it with them when we come back, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Everybody, it's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests joining us today.
Yes, indeed.
From The Shop, we got Maverick Carter and Paul Rivera. Welcome, fellas.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
What's up,
Jess?
How y'all feeling?
Feeling fantastic. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Where do you get your demeanor, though, Mav? Because you have a royal air. Like you
royal.
Yeah, you talk like a royal sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Even your sweater.
Even your sweater. Says UK. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were from over there too, because I was like, he must be from UK. I was like,
I'm Maverick Carter.
I gotta go to work sweater. I gotta go make the.
Just say your sweater giving royal.
I'll take it though. I'll take that.
I like it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
My demeanor is a cross between my mom and my dad. My mom is super chill, easygoing woman, and my dad is doesn't shut up. He's ignorant. I had a thing with my dad that I really had to one time tell him. My dad was this guy. I once had to tell him I moved. I was living on I was 26, had my own place, renovated the and everything. He was still coming to my house. Like you walk in the house, you take your shoes off, and you might do that on Monday, and you might not touch those shoes again. You're like, I'm gonna leave these at the door. I might with him again later in the week. He might come in my house, and he's just say, and I come out, and he came in, and my shoes are gone. So I had to tell him, like, yo, my man, listen, I will always, always be your son, but I'm not your kid anymore. If you come in my house, you don't pick up things and take without telling me. There's rules in my house. And I'm fine if you don't like the rules. You don't come here. I'll visit you at your house if you don't like. But my dad is that guy.
So that's how you got that mark right there. Your dad punching out.
Now, one of Mav's best qualities, though, like is what you're picking up on is he's very non-emotional, and I mean that in a good sense, in a business sense. He can make very rational, calm decisions. I run hot. He's normally got to talk me off the ledge, but I think that's one of his biggest skills, and that's probably what you're picking up on. Always calm, always cool, always can make a decision with the right considerations. He doesn't really often, a lot of us get emotional.
Yeah.
It's not his thing. He's always had that since I've met him before. So
Always wanted to know, like, when you have somebody like a LeBron, or even in any industry, and that artist is your friend, or LeBron, the basketball player, is your friend. When he has a problem with somebody, do y'all have a problem with somebody? Is it that type of brotherhood? Like, if that was the case, me and Charlamagne would have a problem with everybody as well. I feel like I got a problem with everybody. But in that case, is that the same thing with you guys' business?
That's a great question in the sense that, like, that comes up, right? Meaning, back in the day, he had a beef with Deshaun Stevenson, and it may be on the court, right? So I think if he has a problem with someone, the first thing we do is, first off, we're not at all afraid to say if he's wrong. Doesn't mean we will tell you the world.
In public, right?
But we will say, yo, that's a little ridiculous. We were having this discussion yesterday.
That's why I'm laughing.
With one of us who was saying something. We were like, yo, you're wrong, man. You're going the wrong way on this. So that's number one. Number two, if there is a problem with LeBron has a problem, when he had a problem with Deshaun Stevenson, yes, it became a problem with all of us.
That was a real issue? That
was a real issue because LeBron's not a shit starter, by the way. LeBron, that is not his nature, huh?
100%.
He's not. He'll get in. Like, if you want to go there, he'll do it. But he never starts anything. He's really thoughtful and really observant and sees everything. In fact, I always tell him he'd be a much better caseworker than basketball player. He sees everything. Like, he's the guy that, like, you go to this house to have dinner. He'll be like, yo, Envy, 3 cookies? You're like, God damn, man. Like, you got a chef here, they're making cookies. Let me eat a cookie and, like, get the hell off my case. But anyway, so he sees everything, but he's not a starter. But, like, in that instance, it definitely was a thing that Deshaun made a thing. One day I was in Spain, actually. It was a preseason game between the Wizards and the Hornets. I was with Chris Paul. We were out in Spain, and they acted like they really wanted to do something to me. Like, a couple of Wizards players, like, where I felt like nothing happened, but you know how you be, like, I was in a club in Spain.
Yeah, that's his man. That's his man right there.
Yeah, and it was Deshaun and 2 guys. I was by myself. I was with Chris, but they maybe had left. I was just hanging. It was packed in Barcelona, and nothing happened. But you know, they made me feel like I had to go to the bar and order 2 beers. And I don't even really drink beer, and empty them out.
Just because they get bottles.
I'm not royal. I'm not a royal.
That one came out. Let the sweater fool you.
So yeah, if LeBron has a problem with someone on the court, it could, but sometimes it doesn't. Like, because basketball thing could be like they had an issue. He fouled somebody too hard. They fouled him. It's an issue tonight, and then it's all good after the game, whatever. But if it's a real thing that carries on, then it could become.
Did Jay-Z song agitate that situation when Jay-Z did that freestyle?
Yeah, for sure. That was, yeah.
Thanks, Hov.
And Jay called me. I'll never forget. He freestyled that for sure. He called me one night. It was late at night. I was in Ohio, and Jay was on tour, and he had just go up the stage in Oakland.
Because he was too short.
Yeah. What's my
LeBron.
Yeah.
We ain't got
he called me. He was like, I could still hear him, like, breathing hard. He just got off stage. He was like, yo, I was on stage. And he came up with that on stage in Oakland. Jay came up with that, got off stage, called me, was like, yo, I got this. And rapped it to me through the phone. I was like, and I knew right away, like, oh, this is going to make this thing. Thing is going to, and I was like, let's go. And he put it out, I don't know, like a week later. And of course, elevated.
There's a Mav verse. There's a Mav verse y'all haven't heard.
You waited until you got 16 on that?
No chance.
How instrumental has Jay been in y'all growth as businessmen and just men, period?
One of the 2-3 most important people in our lives, both personally and professionally, because we were fortunate enough to start hanging with Jay about the same time I had that internship. I was 19. Braun was 16 when we first met Jay in Chicago. I always remember how long it was because the first time we met Jay, we met Biggs and Tata first, and then we went up to see Jay in his room at the Ritz. And when he came down the stairs, he was rapping H to the is O, and he was like, yo, and they started talking about. He was like, yo, I got the single for the album. So Blueprint wasn't out yet. Right then. And everything, not just Jay, but his whole crew, we looked to them and modeled our thing like that's what we want to be like for sure. And we modeled everything we did, thought, do, think is modeled and thought about that. And then we all became separately personal friends with Jay. We all have personal separate relationships with Jay that have ebbed and flowed over years, meaning that spend a lot of time, then we move, whatever, but it's always been personal and professional. Professional in the sense that we modeled it and studied and learned. And personally, because we all became personal friends with him, that can call him and go see him. And Randy has a relationship with him, and LeBron has a different relationship than I do. And we all have these relationships with him that go back and forth. We're all in the group text with him with P now, so we're always talking and laughing and did somebody hear this new song and what do you think of that? And talking music, talking business, talking life. Sports is a big connection for us. We own a suite at SoFi with Jay together, so been extremely instrumental.
And it's dope to this day, you know, when we do something business-wise, it'll be like, I see y'all.
Yeah.
You know, it's always dope, like he's the big homie, like, so.
That's nice.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we got more with Maverick Carter and Paul Rivera. When we come back, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Maverick Carter and Paul Rivera. They're from The Shop, previously on HBO, but now is on YouTube. Jess?
Let's talk The Shop. So, why the seasons be so short?
He's in charge of the show.
Oh, now you're going to
He said, I'm the boss.
I get those.
But he's in charge.
Because y'all know people want more. I mean, and it's probably a good thing that you leave people like wanting more, but they be short. How many episodes we going to get this season?
So you know, that's the most consistent feedback we hear for sure. I think if I had to pick, I'd want people to want more than be like, why y'all still up here still talking?
Yeah.
You know, we film. Charlamagne's been on an episode. You had a great episode, actually.
Yeah,
a great episode.
Kevin Hart, Kevin Love, Lil Nas X,
and CJ
Gronk, right? No, Gronk wasn't on.
Gronk. Yeah, I said Gronk.
And CJ.
Oh, yes, they both were. Yeah. So, you know what, look, the episodes, we get lost in the episodes, meaning, you know, and you can speak for, it's like, we're there, we tape for an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes, but we found the model works a little better when we're shorter, so we're, you know, 30, 35 minutes. I think Mav's only, you know, point on this thing is, let's just make sure the content should dictate how long the episode is.
Yeah.
Right? So if we have a great hour episode, great. If we have a great 27-minute episode, great. But that's the most consistent feedback we get for sure.
But I think that, to his point, the person who has the hardest job and is the most talented job for the show is the editor. Because as you guys know, the editor of this show, you're sitting in a room with 5-6 people. The conversation goes this way, goes that way, goes this way, goes that way. And the editor has to string that together. So when you watch it, it feels like one. Because in the room, we're doing all type of. Last episode, Nelly had to pee in the middle of it. So to get that continuity and to string it together, it's really hard. The editor is amazing to be able to pull that together. That's very hard because you may start a thought. He may jump in, you may jump in, you may come back to that thought 20 minutes later, like, oh, I got something to add to that. And then you got to edit that together. So that becomes a very hard job of making it seem like one. It is one conversation, but make it have continuity through the whole.
I want to ask you guys a question, though. Our first episode, season 7, as experts, you heard Nelly say his era hip hop was the toughest era, most competitive. You guys agree? You guys disagree?
I agree.
With the names that he said, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Hell yeah, I agree.
It depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about music and like business and sales wise, yes. Lyrically, I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, if you're talking lyrics, I don't think that was the toughest era.
Got you.
I think he was talking about selling.
Yeah, I think
if you're talking about selling, probably, yeah,
Absolutely.
I would say.
Lyrically, which era would you say?
I mean, I would say the 94, probably like that whole 94 era when you first got Nas, when you first got Big, when you first got Jay. Like, that's when Wu-Tang, like, that to me, that would be that era.
So Jay thought before that.
The 80s?
The like late 80s? Kane, Coogee Rap.
Yeah, that wasn't my era. Yeah.
How old are you?
45.
Yeah, I'm 42. Yeah, I remember.
I remember it, but I didn't live it.
Yeah, I didn't live it.
It was the same.
Jay would say that.
Yeah,
he would say Rakim,
lyrically,
Coogee Rap,
commercial.
Kane.
Yeah, Big Daddy Kane.
That's what he said. Lyrically.
Yeah.
That's to your question.
Nah, I mean, I'm from New York, so that era was heavy. The Cool G Raps, the Rakims, the Big Daddy Kanes, but there was nothing like the Bigs, the J's, the Nas, when
that's how I felt.
Yeah, the
And coming up
Outkast,
for
a
me,
little
it
lot
was-
later.
It was Bow Wow and Romeo.
Oh, good.
When I came up, so, you know, they would get in.
Bow Wow, one of your goats, Maverick. You can't front on Bow Wow. That's Ohio. You cannot front on Bow Wow.
Claim him.
Bow Wow
You know,
is
claim him.
fantastic and always been entertaining.
I love it. Nice gowns, nice.
Yeah, it's
gowns.
royal. That's a royal answer. You see?
Yes, it is.
I like that.
What was your answer to what Nelly said? What was your thoughts on it?
Being from New York as well, I think that era. I think
mid-90s.
Yeah, I think so. I think but your point, Charlamagne, is the right one. It's like depends what the metric is we're talking about.
Well,
if we're talking about lyricism, or we're talking about just successful records sold.
Well, the problem the reason why you can't do it on successful records sold because it's not apples to apples. Lyrics is apples to apples. Like who can really write songs? Because based on records sold, well, then you have to track hip hop's growth as a genre. Like hip hop was just bigger. Like the reason Nelly and Eminem and Jay could sell more than the people in the late '80s because hip hop was still underground. Like you know what I mean, it's just a little unfair to talk about.
But there was no streaming, so it made it difficult. You had to go buy records. You had to go to the actual store.
Yeah.
It was a lot different, and back then they didn't have the releases like they do now. Now you could just write a record today and put it out tomorrow. Back then it was set up on a schedule.
Sure.
It had to come out on a certain quarter. And like you said, besides Eminem, you know, Nelly, Jay, you had Nas, you had DMX, who was a beast during that time. You had Ja Rule, that was a beast at that time. Like you had heavy hitters
You're
that was
missing maybe the biggest of the biggest.
Ooh, Dr. Dre,
Cash Money.
Cash Money during that time.
Stupid amount of
Yeah, like you had those guys that was selling records, and like you said, they would never share a release date because you never wanted to share your sales with somebody. So those were the times.
Nelly's interesting though because he was like the overachiever. Nobody had that expectation of Nelly.
Not including Nelly, if you ask me. Yeah, Nelly was like, I thought we'd make some money, open up a couple liquor stores in the Lugo.
Even when he was selling that much, you were like, really?
Yeah.
Like you didn't expect that of him for sure.
I wanted to ask, because you mentioned when they made the decision to go to Miami. As a team, it was different, right? Because you guys changed the narrative for NBA, right? Meaning most players, they're good players, they stay on that team forever. Win, lose, bad or draw. But you guys changed the narrative and saying, hey, these owners make decisions for us. Now we're going to make our own decisions to see where we want to go, where we want to play with. And that changed the NBA forever. How was that conversation as a team? Because I'm sure somebody on the team was like, I don't know how this is going to come across. Because y'all bossed up was like, well, it, we're going to do it our way anyway.
I remember Rich Paul vividly being upset during the decision on Twitter. He was, I remember that.
Completely. It gets interesting, not what you just said, but Rich, he was vividly upset. He was right, by the way. Thing he was saying and feeling. But LeBron was right also. And you know, those two things can be mutually exclusive. You don't have to have a right and a wrong.
Right.
You can two things can be right at the same time. Here's the one thing LeBron has a quality that Jay-Z has. I always tell people this. LeBron always knows what's right for him. It's a quality that I wish I had and would probably always. He just nails it all the time. He always nails it. Jay is like that. Jay always knows, I'm going to do this song. I'm going to do this feature, not that feature. You like, why? He can't explain it to you. But if you ask LeBron, man, should I have chicken or fish tonight? He's like, how the hell do I know what you should eat? But he knows exactly in the most intricate, hard time. Going back to Cleveland, I was like, I don't think this is right. Like
he was like, I'm not going back to Akron. I'm not going to the bottom anymore. I'm done with the bottom pause.
I moved to LA. I did not go back actually, but I thought it was not right because of Dan Gilbert, the owner in Cleveland. I'm like, why would that man said that?
After
about
he talked
you?
crazy, yeah.
Why would you go back and help him? And he knew, and he said something to me. He says, Mav, I'm in favor of progress over pride. Get rid of your pride. You're making a prideful statement. And I was like, I am, and I'm going to make it again. I'm like, I would not do that. I would have not ever went back to Cleveland. He knew that was right for him. So LeBron always was able to do that. And I think, to your point, you said he changed what happens in the NBA. But the fact of the matter is, again, a bit like hip-hop, the NBA has just gotten bigger, more talked about, more. Kareem left the Bucks and went to, like, players have done that before. That wasn't a new idea, Shaq. But it just became bigger. You know, the conversions of LeBron, how big the NBA was. We did the decision. All those things combined made it seem much bigger. But LeBron always knows. He has a sense, like a sixth sense of like, I should do this and not that.
All right, we got more with Maverick Carter and Paul Rivera when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hey, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Maverick Carter and Paul Rivera. They're from the shop. They got a new season. Charlamagne?
Do you think Cleveland was Bron's greatest championship?
That's a good question. Like, are all championships created equal?
No.
The answer is no.
No. Absolutely not. I always said if LeBron stayed 20 years in Cleveland, or 21 years, and had that one ring, I think the argument between him and MJ wouldn't be what it is. I really
that
do.
one ring means more than the 4, you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think Paul will agree. I think if he comes to New York and wins one in New York.
Don't get me in trouble.
You know, I wanted to ask about the shot, Paul.
What's up, baby?
That was a risk, right? Putting an active player and giving them a platform then? And letting them talk freely?
Maybe so, but to Mav's earlier point, Ron is so clear in what makes sense for him, and I think it's never risk if it's authentic to you, right? Like if you believe in what you're saying. I think Bron has always been very clear on what he wants to say, how he wants to say it, and double down on it, stand on business, as the kids say. But it was one of the first of its kind. I think the shop is unique. You know, the barbershop, as for men here, the barbershop isn't a new idea, right? I think what was different from ours was the diverse rooms and voices we put in a room. And the conversations we have. What you won't hear in the shop is like, who's the best basketball player ever? I mean, it's LeBron, but neither here nor there. Like, you won't hear any of those things.
Not the best. He's
the greatest of all time.
No, come on.
We'll take it.
It's still Michael. It's still Kobe.
Fair.
There's another kid from Akron you can put in there too.
Maverick
He was
Carter?
born in Akron.
Maverick Carter?
Steph Curry.
Not in the GOAT conversation.
Yes.
No.
Of all time? Nah. Paul, stop.
Of all time?
Yes, Steph Curry revolutionized
Steph's
basketball.
great, to be clear. Steph, greatest shooter of all time for sure.
Yeah.
And
he beat Bron 3-1 in NBA Finals.
Well, Golden State don't beat Bron.
He didn't play one-on-one.
Yeah. Thank you, Jess.
This is going to be a good tussle. You just lean back at his chair. I love that. I'm about to put my Royal shirt on in this tussle.
I love that. But no, I mean, look, the shop, what makes it
the conversation is there, though.
Yeah, no, but what makes it different for me of the shop is just these conversations, right? The conversations we have. And I think, not trend, but the product, when you think about it, is it all feels like an extension of the conversation we're trying to have with our community, right? We view the shop not just as a show anymore. We view it as a brand, but more importantly as a platform to have those conversations. So, like, the men's grooming line was just an extension of those conversations.
It makes sense.
And you'll see more of it, right? You'll see, we've taken the shop from a show to live experiences, HBCU tour. I saw you on one of the tours, live city tour, products, experiences, all those things. So, we're treating it like a platform and want to make sure we're just authentic to like that barbershop experience.
Absolutely.
How do you pick your guests? Because not any and everybody can just get on the shop. You know what I mean? Like, how do you guys scout out your guests?
Well, we start with the idea of trying to get a room of people who will have an interesting conversation, like very interesting conversation. So not all musicians or all athletes. Like, how do you get people from different walks of life? Because that is, when you grew up going to the barbershop like we all did, the whole point of it was, when you went to my barbershop as a kid, there'd be like the fireman, the city worker, the local drug dealer. They were all there. The conversation kind of ebbed and flowed and took these twists and turns. It would start off like talking about high school football. Then you might talk about NFL football. Then it might go into the politics of the city and what's happening with the mayor. And, there was always the guy in there who was preaching like, we should be paying more attention to politics and education. So we try and bring that to life, that feeling of like, these are all different people. You have the mom in there with her son. So women were always represented in the shop. So we try and always go like, okay, how can we create a room of diversity, different people, and also people who won't just agree with each other. My grandmother had a saying that I still say to this day. I say it in the company all the time. If two people always agree, one person isn't needed.
Right.
So we try and bring that in our company, but also in the shop, always like to have it doesn't have to be it's not an argument, right? It's like an interesting conversation. Because to me, I always say, all my friends, all the people I hang with are people that I almost 8 or 9 times out of 10, when I sit and talk with them, they say something to me that I go, damn, I never thought about it that way. Those are the best type of conversation to me.
And my last question, it feels like 21 years has gone by very quickly.
Oh, man.
Nobody expected 21 years. You don't. Not at this level. When did y'all start setting up for life after basketball?
Probably in year 4. Not in a way of like, what are we going to do when basketball is over. More so, I tell people, I left Nike and LeBron was like, yo, I want you to come help me fire my agent. Come work with me. I did that. For the first, definitely at the beginning, I said I started to think my first name was LeBron's and my last name was Friend.
Hilarious.
That's how I got introduced. Wow. LeBron's Friend. I was like, damn, my last name is Friend and my first name is LeBron.
Right. You said 4 years ago they were still doing that? Nah.
Not in a way not in a way like that. Mm-hmm. That's why I corrected myself, like at the beginning. But still, for sure, some people go, "Oh, this is Maverick." Yeah. Like they won't say Friend anymore. They dropped the Friend, which is. But so I would say we didn't start talking about it in a way that was like, "What are we gonna do when basketball's over? We got to be very tactical and thoughtful." It wasn't like that. It was actually just more like pure human emotion and a bit ego too, of like me, Rich, Randy going like, we're going to work until we're no longer introduced as LeBron's Friend. Mm-hmm. Like that was a big part of it. That I'm almost sure I still have that chip. And LeBron was he was the ringleader of it. Like, yo, I want you guys to, it's funny. He talks about now, he's like, he'll say to me now or to Rich, I wanted you guys always to become your own men, but I never knew it would turn into so much that I don't even see you guys.
Yeah, and they got to come back.
I don't even see you guys. Wow. Like, we used to hang, like, we don't, because we work so much, but so it was more like that feeling of like, and then strategy and tactics, obviously, how we thought about it became a thing. Rich found his lane and became the best agent in sports. Was never going to be my thing. I liked being more of an entrepreneur, doing other things. And Randy found his lane, always being, in charge of everything LeBron's chief of staff. But actually talking about post-basketball, the first time I had a conversation of really post-basketball LeBron, the first time he said the word retirement to me was 5 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. First time I've ever heard him say the word, man, we should sit down and talk about retirement. He had never said that to me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I guess we should. So we sat down and was like, okay, here's all the things to think about. There's this, there's media. You're never going to call games. Do you want to do more stuff in media? Team owner. And we're like, let's just lay it all out and you can think about it. But literally, I can look back. They were in Houston playing the Rockets because I flew to Houston. I was in Houston already and I went and saw him. First time he ever mentioned the word retirement. Let's talk about retirement.
You know what the headlines are going to say? Maverick says LeBron talks retirement, so this might be his last season. That's what the headlines are going to be.
Sure. Yeah. After he heard Charlamagne the God say, LeBron is actually going to play 10 more years to prove Charlamagne the God he's one of the all-time greats.
No, he is one of the all-time greats. He's top three.
Well, if the Knicks pick his son, are you moving to New York? That's the last question. If the Knicks,
I love New York.
Paul would love that.
And be me and you'll talk off.
All right. I come to New York all the time. I would love to be in New York.
Well, I appreciate you guys for joining us. Maverick Carter, Paul Rivera.
Thanks for having us.
Seventh season of The Shop. 7, yep. That's right. The Shop on YouTube. And definitely check out all the grooming products that they have out there right now. Appreciate that so much.
They don't have for the moms that bring their sons in the barbershop.
But you to start helping them learning grooming. Because a lot of young boys and men think grooming and face care is for special occasions. Mm-hmm. It's for every day. That's right. Every day. Wash, exfoliate that face.
You're right.
Moisturize that skin every day. Yeah. It's not for just when you go to the prom or the big basketball game. It's daily. So that's what you got to do.
Okay, and I can take the mirror.
Yes, and be the and be the face.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Worldwide Miss.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, Worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Oh, that's right, Monique. You better speak that. Cardi B says accusations against LAPD were a joke. So yesterday I reported that Cardi B went live to share a story about being harassed by the LAPD. And she claimed they came to her house, stripped her outside after receiving an anonymous tip that she was selling drugs or whatever. After we reported it, she commented on our social media page to clear up some things. She said, "Oh my God, no, this was joke. I always do these jokes with my fans on Station Head. I guess it didn't translate well on IG Live. And I guess I said it before, bad timing. It actually was bad timing because that was the same thing that was going on over at Diddy Place down the block. So Cardi B's team, they sent a statement to Billboard saying that they apologized for any confusion. And TMZ also had sources at LAPD confirm that there weren't any reports on file that supported her story. So... yeah.
Well, Cardi got a big voice, so if Cardi get on Instagram Live and say that, why wouldn't we believe it?
Hell yeah.
Well, did she say it was
believing it?
Did she say it was a joke at the end, and maybe we just didn't catch that part?
Probably.
No, she didn't say that it was a joke. She was like, but no, seriously though, I just want to thank Barty Gang and blah 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 blah. Yeah, so I listened to that, but I just thought that she was just like, I gotta stop talking about this and talk about her album
single.
our single.
She got another top 10 record too. I think that.
Yeah, she did. That's what she announced.
Yeah,
top 10.
I think it's number 8 or 9 if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Halle Berry opens up about her misdiagnosis. So she sat down with First Lady Dr. Jill Biden for a recent health panel, and they spoke about menopause. Halle Berry spoke on meeting the man of her dreams, Van Hunt, who we always see her with. She noticed intense pain after they had sex, though. She said, I feel like I have razor blades in my vagina. Jesus. I run to my gynecologist and I said, oh my God, what's happening? So her doctor told her she had herpes, claiming that this is the worst case of herpes he had ever seen in his life.
Hilarious.
Right?
That's not funny.
That is not hilarious.
It actually is.
That's not funny.
Oh my God. So she confronted Van Hunt about it and they both got tested. They both tested negative, right? For herpes. I just want to say that. That's when she realized she was misdiagnosed and the pain was a symptom of menopause.
Can you sue your doctor for that?
I don't know. I mean, I would think you can for a misdiagnosis. I think
herpes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how that goes? Though you're only with one person, you get herpes, and you go accuse that person.
You come on me.
You
gave me herpes, man.
I ain't got herpes. Now both of y'all gotta go get tested.
Yeah.
Do you apologize? He's like, oh,
what if he was like,
my bad.
What if he was like, I got something, but it ain't herpes. You know what I'm saying? Because not razor blades in there. But she said she thought that she was able to handle menopause because she was healthy. She also said, my doctor had no knowledge and did not prepare me. That's when I knew, oh my gosh, I've got to use my platform and I have to use all of who I am. And I have to state and have to start making a change and a difference for other women. Now listen, this is why I also want to throw out there for all my women out there. Other STDs consistent with the pain she was feeling, the razor blades and the vagina, chlamydia and gonorrhea. That's also symptoms of that too. So I'm not sure about the menopause. I've talked to many of the older women in my family. They said they never felt that.
That's what herpes feel like. I didn't know that's what I'm saying. Herpes felt like that. Razor blades in the vagina. I thought herpes was just an itch and an outbreak.
Yeah, no, I just never felt the razor blade feeling. But I know I talked to a couple of menopause women and menopause survivors or whatever, and they said they've never felt that. So
anybody in here got the herp? It's like 1 in 4, right? There's 4 of us in there. Nobody got it?
Nope.
No?
They say everybody got it, but not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, salute to all our listeners with herpes. We appreciate y'all.
And the menopause survivors.
And salute to everybody out there with menopause. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, absolutely. And salute to Halle Berry for being so open with this situation. All right. Wendy Williams' brother does not think the Lifetime documentary exploited her. He said he ain't got no problem with it. He wasn't mad at it. During a recent interview, he said, I don't think it was Wendy that was exploited. I think it was a situation that's being exploited. And if sharing Wendy's situation is opening things up, well, then that's the delivery and intention. The whole intent was to open things up. He believes it allowed a much needed conversation about something that many people face. But to that, I say his shiny head ass was on there too. Like, he was in front of the camera and I know he got paid a little bit of cash. But the thing is, until we hear Wendy say, I wasn't exploited, that wasn't it, then I don't really care about what nobody said.
Yeah, we all got eyes. We all got ears. We watched it. We saw it ourselves. That was exploitation.
That was exploitation.
Does that look like a woman who can make any rational decisions for herself?
And you know your sister. Would your sister be okay with that?
But he wants it to be from the other side. That's why he said he sees it from that side. But anybody with eyes seen it as totally exploitation.
Cut it out, Tommy. And maybe he's just being protective of his sister, but the reality is she was being exploited.
Absolutely, and I think that
she ain't even know Tommy was Tommy in the documentary.
Yeah, she was like Kevin.
Exactly.
That's the truth. Yeah,
he ain't even tell her, girl, I'm Tommy. He was like, all right, yeah, I'm here.
Cut it out.
Yeah, so come on. Quiet on Set, real quick. Quiet on Set will be launching a 5th episode called Breaking the Silence. The new episode will focus on the Amanda Show, and Drake and Josh starred Drake Bell. I think he got some other stuff to tell us. It also focused on All That cast members Giovanni Samuels and Brian Hearn. That was the Brian Hearn was the guy I talked about earlier this week, little black kid. Oh, other good news about this documentary, because I wanted a lot of people to watch this. The first 4 episodes on Quiet on Set have been watched by 16 million viewers across the platform, and I hope many, many more watch it.
When they gonna raid his house?
Who, Dan?
What's it do? Yeah, whoever.
Dan, Brian Pack.
Yeah, when they gonna raid their house?
Yep. I'm not sure, but we gonna see. Hopefully, we gonna put that in motion. Yeah. But that's Jess With The Mess. Why everybody be looking silly right after I'm finished?
Because you got to put a clothes on it. It's Jess With The Mess. My news is real. Waiting on you.
All right, I'm Jess With The Real. I mess. My news is real. Allegedly.
Thank you, Jess.
Hey,
y'all so funny out here.
We just waiting on you.
You've been waiting on people all morning. You talking about stupid, silly ass.
I hate y'all. Charlamagne! Give me that down continue.
Listen, 4 after the hour, we need a Catholic high school president named Matt Shambari to come to the front of the congregation. He'd like to see a world where black people don't play basketball. We'll discuss.
That ain't gonna happen. All right, we'll get to it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Donkey of the day. Made it.
Damn, the hee-haw again.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I ain't trying to be donkey today no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and it really caught me off guard.
Damn, Charlamagne, who got the donkey of the day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, March 27th goes to Bishop Manogue Catholic High School President Matt Shambari. Now, Matt has requested to be placed on unpaid leave, and the board of directors has accepted. Why would someone put themselves on voluntary unpaid leave? Well, let's go to 2 News Nevada for the report, please.
Well, we're learning that the president of Bishop Manogue Catholic High School has voluntarily put himself on unpaid leave following allegations of discrimination. Ex-girls basketball coach Sarah Schoper Ramirez claims school president Matthew Shambari told her not to give minority players too much time on the court. In a statement, Shambari said he has never advocated for discrimination. He wrote in a statement, quote, "Other than being guilty of using a very poor choice of words, which I profoundly regret, I've always tried to conduct myself in full service to the entire student body and our school community," end quote. The Rita Sparks NAACP president has gotten involved in the case. She says her biggest concern is protecting students, and she's calling for sensitivity and diversity training at Bishop Manogue High School.
Did that, don't work. Listen, this man put himself on unpaid leave. Let me translate for y'all. This man put himself on unpaid leave because he got caught on a secret recording telling the girls basketball coach that I think we've got to be super intentional about not supporting or creating a narrative where it looks like we are paying to bring in these brown kids to come win us basketball games, and the white kids don't get to play. You know why this man should be put on voluntary leave? Not only because he said that, but because he's not being in service to the school. What is a basketball team without black players? That's like banana pudding with no vanilla wafers. That's like fried fish with no hot sauce. That's like the LeBron James version of the Bible without Jesus. Okay, this president should quit permanently because he actually wants raisins in the potato salad. Listen, make those white kids step their game up. Make them study tapes of Larry Bird. I know they're not American, but make them study Dirk Nowitzki and Luka Doncic. Let them study White Chocolate Jason Williams. Make them watch Christian Laettner when he was at Duke. It's all types of ways these players can get better at basketball, but this man is not in service to the school because who in the hell ever looks at a basketball team, and says, you know what we need to do? Bench all the brown kids and play all the white kids. Now, if the kids is Caitlin Clark, I understand. But clearly these kids aren't. So the head girls basketball coach named Sarah Ramirez said she disregarded the warning because why would she ever listen to that foolishness? And after they won the Class 4A state girls basketball championship in February, I said after they won the Class 4A State Girls Basketball Championship in February, she was fired. After winning. We have the actual audio of Matt Shambari, the secret recording. We have that, right? Let me listen to it.
You have a disproportionate amount of your kids are financial aid kids, right? And that are coming from public schools. And then you have these Catholic school kids. You have, your team in football are probably our 2 most diverse teams. And so that's going to create some issues in our parent community. Yeah. And I think that we've got to be super intentional about not supporting or creating a narrative where it looks like oh, well, we're paying to bring in these brown kids to come and win us basketball games, and then the white kids don't get to play.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with bringing the brown kids in to win basketball games? Yeah, Matt, you should be fired because you make poor decisions based on your bias. See, putting a bunch of brown girls on a basketball team simply because they are the best players, that's not a diversity hire. That's not DEI at all. What you're trying to do by making the coach play these white kids is forced inclusion based off their race. And I think it's safe to say that don't work for anyone. We want the best of the best out there. It doesn't serve anyone to put mediocre players on that court, just to say we playing the white kids. No, you want to win more state championships or not? Clearly, the answer is not. This fool, Matt Shambari, said the firing of the girls' basketball coach was solely based on the best interest of our student athletes. No, it was based off the best interest of the white student athletes. Okay, and he said it was based on the coach's behavior and actions for several reasons. I don't know what all the behaviors and actions were, but I know one of them was winning. Okay, that I do know. If you want to know what basketball would look like without black people, you got to go back to 1949 when it was an all-white league. Or, just imagine, if you will, majority of your players were all employees you recruited from Starbucks. Same difference. Please give President Matt Shambari the biggest hee-haw. Damn. Chelsea Handler said she wanted to give her the biggest hee-haw. Give him.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
Let Kathy Griffin give him the biggest hee-haw, too.
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
Well, since it's discrimination, you might as well let Chris Rock get in on it, too.
Cracker ass cracker.
What my girl at? My girl working? I'm just saying, it's discrimination. When it's that type of discrimination.
See, it's
not tricky at all.
It is.
Yeah, this when his white side come on. Let's go, Karen.
No.
Come on, Karen. Let's hear it, DJ Karen.
No, it's not the
DJ
white side.
Karen is crazy.
But as I've had 2 kids in high school, and what he said was paying for kids to play.
If your kids suck, they suck.
No, it's not that at all. What a lot of these schools do is they pay for kids in better environments to come to the school to play, which is against the law.
No, in bad environments.
Right. So, like, let's say they'll get a kid from a bad environment that gets busy. Mm-hmm. It's illegal to pay for that kid to come to school to give them scholarship based off sports. So a lot of these schools, they go around and they get donors, and the donors take care of the kids, so the school would be better.
What's wrong with that? You got a problem with little brown kids coming up?
No, it's against the law. That's what he was saying. He said you can't pay for them. I'm with you. You get.
Yesterday you said Will Smith should get off from a speeding ticket because he's Will Smith. But now you got a problem. So you happy with the rich and famous, breaking the law. But when it comes to little poor brown kids from poor and disenfranchised areas, you don't want them to get any breaks, huh?
I didn't say that.
That's exactly what you said.
No, I didn't say that.
Why you put words in my mouth? When they go
mouth?
get the clip from yesterday and put this clip together today,
you
that's exactly
always want to put something in my mouth.
He did. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying.
Always want to put something in my mouth. All I'm saying is,
don't do that.
and a lot of these schools, a lot of these presidents do.
That's crazy.
They do something that's illegal, and they pay for kids to go to schools.
If you don't want Will Smith to get a speeding ticket because he Will Smith, you shouldn't have no problem with these little brown kids coming up from poor and disenfranchised areas and getting to come up.
I don't have no problem with it.
Okay,
shut up. But that's what he was saying. If you heard what he said, he says, "I don't want to pay for it because it's against the law to pay for it when it comes to sports. If it's academics, they can give a scholarship. That's why they usually give academic scholarships and not scholarships for sports.
The donor's paying for it. He's not paying for it. And they win a state championship. I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Congratulations to them.
That's right.
Y'all are so childish in here.
Why he trying to put stuff in my mouth? All I'm saying is don't be putting nothing in my mouth. I don't put nothing in your mouth. Don't put nothing in my mouth. That's what I'm saying.
How many times you DJ those parties?
Oh my
Never.
God.
I can't tell.
Never.
That's what they were saying in the comments. They was like, that's why they don't want to talk about the real situation because DJ Envy was at the parties playing the music and Charlamagne was in the room.
I ain't never been there.
That's what they said.
I ain't
never
never
been.
They
trying to get Jess
I ain't never been in a party.
Jess is a real one.
I ain't never been
better
in
believe it.
Damn party.
I ain't never even party. Nonetheless, party.
Yeah, I ain't never party either.
Okay.
Cap. All right, well, let's open up the phone lines. You got this DM. What's this DM say?
Okay, so I didn't get the DM, but Charlamagne got the DM.
Okay.
She said, "Hey, Charla, I love listening to you." And your child, yes, you do. Hey, Charla, I love listening to you and your list every morning. Hopefully, you see this and can pass this to Jess because I know she fixes people's mess on her podcast. I'm going through it. Me and my homegirl ain't really rocking with each other right now because me and this guy she liked started hooking up last month, and she mad because she liked him too. And before you ask, yes, I did know that she liked him before this, but this is the thing. The girl was in a whole relationship. So how you get mad at me when you've been wifed up with a nigga for the last 3 years? She talking about that don't matter. There's a girl code and I broke it. I don't know, but can you ask Jess if I'm bugging or is my homegirl?
Well, let's go to Breakfast Club Court. We'll take some phone calls and then you can tell us what you think.
Okay.
800-585-1051. So this girl was flirting with a guy, and it seemed like her friend who's in a relationship likes the guy too. Likes the guy first. So she's asking, is that breaking girl code if she decides to holler at dudes?
I thought this was happening to somebody here.
This was in your DM. Pretty_Danny324 sent it to you. Go ahead.
800-585-1051.
Never mind. Yeah. I got the DM. Yep.
Go ahead.
I see why I don't like him. You see why I don't like him, Jess? Do you see why, Jess? 800-585-1051. Is that breaking girl code? This guy's my bad.
I didn't know.
What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, I'm with y'all. That's right. It was in my DM.
Oh, it's the Breakfast Club.
There's nobody up here.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, Charlamagne got a DM.
Yeah.
It's not true, but I'll play along.
He got a DM.
What was the DM about?
The DM was about this girl who was you say it better. I don't. You say it
the DM
better.
was about this girl who her best friend is mad at her, and the reason her best friend is mad at her is because her best friend was flirting with this gentleman. She took the gentleman, but she didn't see a problem with dating the guy or talking to the guy because her best friend is in a relationship at all. So she's asking, is this breaking girl code?
Why we just don't bring the girl in here since she's up here?
She not.
But we acting like it's a DM for whatever reason.
800-585-1051. Let's go. Well, first, what do you think, Jess?
I honestly think both of them wrong.
Why?
Honestly, because I'm sorry. I just feel like if you knew, all right, for one, you are in a relationship. So, like, you talking about breaking girl code. What about the code in the relationship, the loyalty code?
Right.
You know what I mean? But you as my best friend, we do got girl code. You know I like this nigga, but I'm in a relationship. I can't date him, so you can go date him.
But let me ask you a question. Like, she could be monkey barring that relationship, right? Monkey bar, hold on to one until she see how this one is, right? You see what I'm saying? So she might be over this dude. This dude might be nothing, but she like, I'm just comfortable. But this new dude might be something better, and now you just took the dude that I'm flirting with that I'm already, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I still think both of them wrong, though, because you was still in a relationship. Just break it off with yo. You know what I'm saying?
But this dude might be whack, so she might not want to break it off because she don't know what she getting. Like, you know what I mean? The grass ain't always greener sometimes, right?
Right. And that's why you go through these things, but at the same time, no, I think they both are wrong. It's too many men out here, you know, for you to be courting the one that I like, and then you're in a relationship. So both of them wrong.
Charlamagne?
I don't have an opinion. I like listening to you talk about it, though. Like, you sound like you juggle two men quite often in your life, and you know how to handle this situation.
Let's go to the
phone line. That was some
line.
great advice you just said.
Crazy.
What's wrong with you, man? Hello?
Sound like you had a party in one hand, a party in the other. Party.
Hello?
Hello. Hey, this is Kaya.
Hey, Kaya. You sound upset. This happened to you before?
No, it didn't happen to me before. I just think it's selfish as hell. The girlfriend has been in a relationship for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, what was you trying to keep this guy in the back pocket as a possible exit strategy? Yeah. I mean, if your own girl is single, why not let her, possibly find her dude? You already got one.
But the best friend told her, like, I like him. I am feeling him. And you knew that.
Yeah, but you like him, but you got a dude. Like, is you planning on leaving this dude, or what is you doing?
But you wasn't thinking about...
You just want him in the back pocket to look at? What is you doing?
Well, maybe she don't like that dude. Maybe she ready to get out that relationship, and this is the guy that's going to pull her out that relationship.
Okay, but as my homegirl, you should have said, nah, that's my exit strategy right there. Leave that alone. Then that's different. Yeah, but would you just want to look at him because he's cute or something?
Nah, but I
like
him.
He open game.
You my best friend. I told you I like him. So, I mean, I get what you saying. I'm with you. The girl's in a relationship. She was wrong, too. But the best friend...
What is it?
Huh?
Like, he playing petty pan, I ain't go seek to find out who... Catch the girl, see who we go after. Like, what is we doing?
Girl, get another... That's just what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's just jealousy and envy, right? 'Cause I look at it like a material thing. Like, imagine if your friend liked the car, but you're the one who can afford it. But you never even seen this car until she put you onto it.
I told you about it.
And then I'm the one who went and bought it. But you going to be mad at me because I can afford the car, but you can't?
And I already got a car, but I wanted this one.
That's
and I told you about that.
That's
like,
right. It's just jealousy and envy.
Right.
Hello, who's this?
This is Angela in Columbia, South Carolina.
803 Metro.
What you
yes,
think?
we in the building. Hi. Anyways, I wanted to let you guys know she's totally breaking girl code. Don't date anybody that your friend likes, regardless of the situation. You just wrong. And she don't even need to let her around her own man that she got now, but she'll probably sleep with him shortly after they break up.
You know what I'm saying? Just for some get back, just because.
Yeah, that's the gag.
All right now.
Well, y'all women are scandalous, boy. I be hearing topics like this, and I be like, damn, boy, women worse than men.
800
all of y'all little futures.
585-1051. If you're just joining us, Charlamagne got a DM that Jess just read.
No, I didn't.
In the DM, a young lady was saying that her and her best friend are beefing because her best friend was into a guy or liked a guy, but she started talking to the guy. And the reason she started talking to the guy. What?
So y'all lie on me one more time about that DM, I'm going to tell a real story.
You got a DM.
She's upset because her friend has a man. What?
Taylor, I need you to come in here in a second. All right? Since y'all want to keep lying. Taylor, come in here next break and tell your own damn story.
Oh, my goodness. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne got a DM earlier.
I did not get a DM. Stop the lie. Taylor, tell a story, please. Taylor is here. One of our producers, Taylor, is here.
So this is back in college. Me and my friend both had a crush on a guy. She was in a relationship at the time. And so that I was single. So I flirted with the guy. She got upset. Like, cause me and him ended up talking.
What you mean talking?
We ended up talking.
What kind of talking? He sweated on you?
He sweated on you? What? Yeah, they play basketball. Yes.
Exactly. We played
So y'all
basketball.
just ended up hooking up. Y'all didn't end up being in a relationship.
Yeah.
Got you.
So she was upset and saying that I broke girl code because she liked him too.
Right. But she was in a relationship.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So you felt like what you mean?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
But you didn't even know about the candy until she told you about the candy.
No, that's not what happened. We both saw him at the same time.
Oh, and then she was like, ooh, dibs. And then she was like, dibs. And you was like, no.
Because he looked like someone that, a celebrity that she liked already. So I guess she...
Who was the celebrity?
It wasn't Morris Chestnut. Calm your ass down.
No, it was Trey Songz.
Oh my God. You took a Trey Songz replica from her? Oh my God. And meanwhile, she probably with who she was with. Her boyfriend looked like what? Like his name was Isaac or something. Girl.
I think Taylor wrong.
Why?
Just because I always think you're wrong.
I think both of them wrong. I think both of them was wrong.
But if she liked dude and maybe she was about to leave Isaac for the
She wasn't.
Taylor not wrong. That girl was in a full relationship. You can't call dibs on somebody when you're in a relationship. Unless you a hoe and you just wanted to get some side penis.
And in college, you usually is a hoe. So,
Jesus.
What you think?
And truth be told, if she was just wanted to get something on the side, y'all should have ran a train on the dude.
Okay.
Yeah, just to get it out.
But no, that's not what happened. But yeah, she's not a hoe. But
she
just felt
and
like...
you wasn't either?
No.
Okay.
You wasn't either.
I hate this place. Tony!
You wasn't either?
Tony!
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
You think, what's up, Tony, you think they're both wrong?
Yeah, they're both wrong.
Why?
Well, first of all, I can't have a friend looking at people who I'm looking at, trying to date them. And if that's what you're doing, I'm already in a relationship, then nah. You might be looking at my man.
So y'all can't sightsee together?
Exactly.
That's nah.
So you don't have...
But she told you she liked him.
Both of us liked him.
Y'all were lusting over him. Y'all ain't like him.
But the thing is, the guy liked me. No offense to my friend.
Girl, you just now going to say that you ain't say
The guy came to me during a party, and that's how it started.
That's not okay, though. That's just not okay, though.
Why?
That's not a good look. How about that? That's not a royal look for a friend.
Who look better, you?
I'm not answering
that party must have had open bar. He must have been really saucy.
Yo.
And then poor Isaac. That is crazy.
Poor Hello, who's this?
This is Portia. How you guys doing this morning?
What's up, Portia? What's your thoughts, Portia?
I just feel like her friend is very wrong for trying to make her feel bad about liking a guy when she's in a committed relationship. Like, first of all, you shouldn't even be liking somebody else. So that's a whole other conversation in itself. I don't understand how she even got to liking the dude. But I don't think that old girl broke girl code. Absolutely not. Like, there's no girl code when you are in a relationship. You shouldn't be passing up a guy that ended up being her husband just because her friend who's in a relationship likes him. I don't think she's wrong.
Okay. Right. And if, she said the guy looked like Trey Songz, That's one thing. But if he acted like Trey Songz, you ain't want to give up Isaac for no Trey. I'm just saying.
So what's the moral of the story? So what happened? What was the bottom line? Y'all still speak or y'all not friends no more?
Yeah, she's like my best friend.
Oh
She's like
my
your
God.
best friend?
Yeah.
Wow, so you just told your best friend on the radio you look better than her?
I didn't say nothing of that.
She a hoe. What else you said?
I did not say
There was
that.
a lot of things you said.
I didn't say
You
that.
said some wild stuff about her this morning, yo.
I didn't say
Yes, you did.
that.
You called her a hater. Said she always been jealous and envious of you. Wow, that's crazy. You said the guy didn't like
you
her.
Still friends with her?
Yeah.
Okay, and what happened with Isaac?
He's not here no more.
Oh, that's just.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what you mean? Like rest in peace?
No, as in like.
Girl, don't be saying that. Okay.
Whose friend is this of yours, by the way?
You never met her.
Never going to.
Exactly.
Jesus.
All right. Well,
actually, you have met her. Actually.
That's when I think I'm handsome.
No.
Oh.
Boy, look. Anyway, what's next?
All right, we got Jess With The Mess coming up. This guy.
Oh my God. Jesus. Yes, we do. Listen, Escape, SWV, Maya, Total, and 702 is joining forces for Queen of R&B tour. I love that.
That's a good tour.
Yeah, that's going to be lit.
That's a great
I'm going to tell
tour.
you all about it when we come back.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
So you want me to tell you, oh, your nose getting wide.
The conversations behind the scenes here.
Because she gonna talk about why you ain't tell me my nose getting wide. I told you that 3 weeks ago, but you pregnant. It's supposed to get wide.
Well, I didn't notice it 3 weeks ago, so I felt like you were just playing. Like, don't play with me.
Don't play with you, but then tell her. Like, what the hell?
But that's what usually happens. Your nose gets wide, your face gets wide, your ankles usually get bigger.
Yeah, no, I ain't said I'm ankle yet, but let's just get to Jess With The Mess.
How did you tell her nose was getting big? I'm just curious.
That nose getting wide.
Yeah, like real, yeah. And this was surrounding all the big backlash. So it was like, damn, like first of all, relax.
You don't like big backs? Our big noses now? What the hell?
They don't like being black. Jesus.
Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies, don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, so Escape, SWV, Maya, Total, and 702 are joining forces for the Queens of R&B tour. And this is so great because this is going to be the one. All right, it's a 2-month tour. It starts in Concord, California, and it ends in LA. And June 27th is when they're kicking it off, and it'll end in August. The tour will be produced by Mona Scott Young's Mona Me Entertainment and Live Nation.
That's for us uncles and aunties, okay?
Yes.
Some grandmas, some grandpappys.
Yeah, shout out to Mona, man. Mona got hands in everything, okay?
See if I got a little coin in my Crown Royal bag. See if I can afford a couple tickets.
Oh, yeah. A couple tickets.
I wonder how they do that. Like how they set up who opens in the middle and who closes. Because you got SWV and Escape who both have numerous hits.
Oh, I know. Probably like 702.
Nah, I would think SWV would be the closest to that. 702 would be the first.
Yeah, first to go, yeah.
Escape
And you
would
got
be in the middle.
Total and Maya. Oh, this would be good.
702 probably Maya than Total.
SWV definitely closing. That I know.
You think so?
100%.
Oh, they probably would change it in different markets because Escape is from Atlanta, so
SWV. Well, yeah, maybe. I still would think SWV would close, but
well, we gotta go.
Either way, I would enjoy it.
Absolutely.
And the ticket sales have not been. I don't have the information for the ticket sales here yet. I mean, with the ticket link and all of that. But Russia adds LGBT movement to the list of extremists and terrorist organization.
Damn.
Oh my God. Yeah, they said them people was terrorists.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Lamar Odom reveals he misses Khloe Kardashian. Says it's hard to forget somebody after you married them after 30 days. How? What? That's like Love Is Blind.
That was one of the best front courts in the league when they was together, though. You got to admit that.
Oh, okay.
But she didn't play basketball.
Yes, she did.
No.
She played. Oh, Khloe played basketball?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I know that's right.
Don't listen to him.
Oh.
Well, what was her positioning?
Power forward.
Shut up.
Oh my God. That will all make sense. I did not know that. All right. SZA starting deluxe album from scratch due to leaked records. You can keep the throwaways. Oh, I know that's right. SZA coming with some hot heat, y'all.
I didn't hear none of the leaks, though.
I didn't either.
I don't know where to listen to leak music at nowadays.
I know,
didn't hear
right?
none of that. I would like to. Now this is out
I know
there.
I would love that. Bad Boys Ride or Die trailer brings Will Smith and Martin Lawrence back for more action. Okay. Will and Jada, like, Jesus, I sound like I'm doing reads for an ad or something. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith charity to close Donations sink after Oscar slap. I don't even know what that means. So they started a charity?
They had a charity, and that the donations dropped because I guess people were upset with Will
after the slap.
Putting hands on Chris Rock.
Yeah,
so what was people donating for?
I don't know.
Their charity, whatever their charity benefits.
Oh.
But Will shouldn't have anything to do with the charity. If the charity's to a good cause, you should donate to the cause.
But then maybe people will say, you know what, I'll just donate to another cause. I don't want to be affiliated with
somebody who slapped Chris Rock.
You just ain't see the person that we just saw Will smack somebody. The other person you donating to probably smacked somebody as well.
Absolutely.
You just ain't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, slapped a couple of people. Okay. And then he slapped him for his wife. He ain't slapped him for nothing. All right. Jhené Aiko announces Magic Hour Tour with Tink and Coi Leray. Oh, that would be a nice one. All right. Coi Leray, Jhené Aiko. Okay, it's two different moods, vibes, but I like it. It might be all right.
But Tink is the bridge between both of them.
Yeah.
Because Tink raps and she sings.
No, that's what I said. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be cool. Larsa Pippen speaks on relationship with Marcus Jordan. I don't think he's my guy. Okay. She's crazy. Texas man changes his name to literally nobody else and runs for president.
I like that. He can win.
Okay. Literally nobody else.
He may not win, but he'll get a lot of votes.
What's his name? Nobody else?
Yeah, nobody else.
Is that a real story?
Yep, it's a real story.
Nobody else?
Yep, he changes his name to literally nobody else and runs for president.
I saw that, but I didn't know if it was a real story. But if he can get on the ballots, he gonna mess some things up.
Yeah. Whoopi was in a stank mood during The View. Somebody was recording in the audience, and she got mad about that.
I don't think she was acting stink at all. I think Whoopi is a grown-ass woman who is fed up, and she ain't got time to bite her tongue, and she did not like y'all recording, so she stopped you.
Yeah.
That ain't acting stink.
Right. Your little cousin and DDG scream with delight over Baby Halo's first words. I was talking about Haley, your little cousin.
What was the word? Do we know?
No, they won't tell us, just like they won't show us.
Oh.
Okay. You seen your little cousin before? Your baby cousin?
No, man. What's wrong with
I'm just saying.
That's not his real cousin.
I know, that's
that is my cousin, but no, I haven't. No. Why would I see them? No.
What do you mean, why would you see them?
No, it's like this thing down the line thing.
Do y'all do family reunions?
I don't, but they do have Bailey McKelvey family reunions.
Right.
In St. Stephen's.
So go to see your little cousin. And to see DDG, you gonna be there?
No, they not.
Russell Simmons is shocked by service and lawsuits. How did these people get in here?
I would have said the same thing.
They booked the suite.
They booked the suite. They booked the session.
I know, that's right. Imagine a man like, yo, how these people get in here? Oh my God.
But they did serve him at the resort, right?
Yes.
That's probably what he did. He probably are inquired. You walk in and inquire how much a room costs.
Now, they said they got through 2 things of security and all that.
Yes, they booked a stay, okay?
Well, he shouldn't be at his resort then.
Yeah. Bryson Tiller plans to pursue video game design after his new album. After his next album.
Very lucrative business.
Yeah.
Very lucrative business.
He should actually do it now. Because I don't know when the next album is coming out. Like, he dropped singles, dope singles, by the way, but he should just do that now. Wu-Tang Clan earns extra back-to-back Las Vegas residency performances. Nice.
I heard the residency is dope. Somebody, they've been talking about it.
And New Edition got one.
Is dope. Yeah, New Edition got a residency out there in Vegas, too.
Nice. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all they gave me.
All right. Well, thank you. That was Jess With The Mess.
I mean, that's all. You just went through 10 stories. That's all they gave you?
Because, yeah, I mean, some of it was
They tired of you wasting all that paper, too. They can really put all of that on one sheet.
Ain't no they. I don't control the printer. The producers do this.
That's what I'm saying. They can put all of that on one sheet.
Yeah. So what are we doing? Saving the trees when we
No, that's actually killing the trees with all that paper.
Oh no! I'm saying when we save paper, that's saving the trees.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I don't see not one tree in New York. So listen, let me tell you something. I was looking at the U.S. House Representatives, right? Mm-hmm. And all of them guys are like 90 years old. And people be talking about, oh, Joe Biden, he old. The U.S. House Representatives, they older than him.
Yeah.
So when we gonna get a new,
I don't think they older than him.
batch of House people? No, listen, look at them. Look at them.
I think he's the oldest politician.
No, it's giving ghoulish. It's giving like, oh my God,
they are older.
That is crazy. So when we gonna get some young, fresh House of Representatives?
Well, when they pass.
Oh my God, they gotta die in the House. That's not right.
That's Just With The Mess, man.
Oh my God. All right, yo.
All right, up next, the People's Choice Mix is The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Who run the world, girls?
It's Women's History Month, and we're celebrating the most influential women in history. Check out this phenomenal woman.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, it's Women's History Month. Who we repping today, Jess?
Angie Martinez, y'all, who is also known as the voice of New York. She got her first break in FM radio in 1986 at the age of 15. With over 30 years of on-air experience, the reigning queen of radio is also an author, actress, television host, recording artist, brand spokesperson, and activist for the youth and health awareness. Now, Angie interview roster is unmatched. She interviewed everybody from Tupac to President Obama. But she is more than just a voice on the airwaves. Angie is a passionate voice for her community and an icon all on her own. And I love her. I had the pleasure of meeting her. She was so sweet. So sweet. Real is a mom, but she is so passionate and I love her. She's so sweet.
Shout out to Angie Ma.
Period.
Salute to Angie Ma, man, the legend, one of the nicest people you ever want to meet in this business.
Absolutely.
And her plane is landing with the wheels out. So many people from her generation's plane is not. Okay?
Oh my God.
A lot of people from her generation's plane is landing and the wheels are not coming out, so they are crashing. Her wheels have absolutely came out.
That's right.
Smooth landing for Angie Martinez.
Absolutely. She is definitely a GOAT when it comes to this radio team. Yeah. All right. Well, when we come back, we got the positive note. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
And that was another phenomenal woman in history.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. You got a positive note?
I do have a positive note, man. And the positive note is simply this. The positive note is, as you focus on clearing your generational trauma, do not forget to claim your generational strengths. Your ancestors gave you more than just wounds. Have a blessed day. You like that one, Jess?
I don't know. Read it again.
No.
Hold on.
As you focus on clearing your generational trauma, do not forget to claim your generational strengths. Your ancestors gave you more than just wounds.
Okay. Yeah, I do like that.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?